The biggest problem with the law enforcement is that there are a lot of backlogs when it comes to solving cases and investigations. So here is a solution for it. If there are many backlogs, then you can reduce them by 70%. So today we'll be talking about a tool called Falcon Neo, which is an imaging tool, and it provides a very speedy imaging process, and it will help you reduce your case backlogs by around 70%. So moving on further. So before beginning, let's go through some ground rules which we all will be needing to follow during this session. So first of all, I request you all to please keep your mic on mute and your cameras off so that there is no disturbance in between the session. And then at the end of the session, we'll request you all to switch on your camera so that there can be a screenshot clicked, a group picture clicked. And then to everyone who needs the certificate of attendance, it will be given, it will be provided to everybody. And the link of certificate will be posted on the chat box at the end of the session. And please fill the form correctly so that there are no spelling or capitalization errors. And I'll request you all to please post all your questions in the chat box, and we'll definitely try to answer them all at the end of the session. And in case the time runs out, please, we will make sure that all your questions are answered, and we will try to respond everybody to those who all the questions of those who all haven't been answered. Then we'll try to answer them as soon as possible. So now let me introduce you all to our founder and CEO, Mr. Sameer Dutt. So he started Forensics Guru in 1999. He has 30 plus years of experience. He has worked in US, UK, and now in India also. And he is the president of Digital Investigators Association. He has also written a book on named Learning Network Forensics, which has been published by PACT Publishers UK. He is the alumni of NIT Rourkela, IIT Kanpur, and IIFT Delhi. He is also a fellow member of Indian Police Foundation. Very less civilians get this opportunity, and he is one of those. He is also a TEDx speaker. He is a visiting faculty at NPA Hyderabad, CBI Academy, NICFS Delhi, and many others. He is also an angel investor for product startups in cyber forensics or investigations field. So now let's come to the company profile. So Forensics Guru has been established in 1999 by Sameer sir, and the registered office is in New Delhi, and we have our labs in Faridabad, and we also have a few other offices in Jaipur, Bangalore, and Guwahati as well. So these are few milestones. We often participate in the expos and exhibition which are organized. So as you can see, we our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi is very much fascinated with the digital forensics field, and he always tries to encourage us to, and he's always been interested in the new technology in this field. And you can also see a similar event, photograph of a similar event with Shri Rajnath Singh, our Honorable Defense Minister. Now, these are a few accolades and testimonials which we have received. We have been awarded NASSCOM Top 50. We are one of the NASSCOM Top 50 companies. So, and these all are a few more awards. So these are few appreciation letters. As you can see on top left corner, there is a appreciation letter when after which before this is an appreciation letter when we conducted a training program for Bangladesh, and they were so much impressed that they also gave us back-to-back orders, and and we also got few more projects and training programs. We conducted training programs there. Um, on bottom right, you can see an appreciation letter by Indian Army. There was a case where top government officials had got an email. It was a time when Benazir Bhutto, the Pakistan Prime Minister, was assassinated, and the mail had the subject that real story behind the assassination of Benazir Bhutto. Actually, it was a malware. It was an infected email. So most of the officials had opened that email and their systems were infected by malware. So we helped in that case. And after that, we received this appreciation letter by Indian Army. So these are also few more appreciation letters. One is from Delhi Police and other is also from Urva Police Station. Now, these are few customers who trust us. All two alphabet organization and three alphabet organizations are customers. All the big four companies like KPMG, EY, these are our customers. All government organizations are our customers. All the law enforcement agencies from all around India are our customers. So we have also established few forensic labs in states like Rajasthan, Gangtok, and many more. So these are few glimpses of those. Now, let's come to our topic for today. So let's first know that what exactly is duplicate copy creation of original evidence physical storage device. So basically, when it comes to digital forensic investigation, there is a ground rule of that. And the ground rule is that we never ever do analysis on the original evidence. We always make a copy of it and then go on with the investigation process. So digital forensic imaging. So digital forensic imaging is defined as the processes and tools using in copying a physical storage device for conducting investigations and gathering evidence. So basically, what is a digital forensic image? When we get some evidence, we as a forensicator, we first image make an image copy of that particular evidence, and then go on for the further analysis. This is important because we always try to maintain the integrity of the original evidence, and also whenever in if in future we require the evidence, so we then we'll be able to uh, get that evidence as it is. So that is why we first make a copy of it and then do further investigation on that particular copy. So basically, there are two processes. One is imaging and one is cloning. So in imaging, what happens is it is a bit-to-bit copy of that particular evidence, and it is it is a bit-to-bit copy, and it is a compressible format, and we need a specialized software for for further analyzing the image. Then let's come to this cloning. So this cloning is also a bit-to-bit copy, but it is different than image. In image, we get a compressed format of that, of the data, and in cloning, it is we make the exact replica of the original evidence. Image is in the form of file, and clone is another disk drive where which is the exact copy of the original disk drive. So basically, this is the difference between the two. There is another difference between the two. When it comes to disk image, then we require a specialized software to analyze it. And also, when it comes to image, then you don't need a write blocker while your analysis process. But when it comes to a clone, when a disk is cloned, then if you are analyzing a clone disk, then you require a write blocker, because if you do not use a write blocker, then the data can be tampered. So this is basically the difference between imaging and cloning. So now let's come to our tool. So Falcon Neo, its name is Falcon Neo, and it is from the LogiCube. And the biggest point is that it provides the imaging speed of 50 GB per minute for the SSD, and when it comes to PCI to PCI clone, and the speeds go up to 90 GB per minute. It has 6 source ports which are write block, and it has 9 destination ports, which include the source ports include 2 SAS SATA, 1 USB, 1 PCI, and plus additionally there are 2 more additional ports which can be configured and further used for our for source. And when it comes to destination ports include 2 SAS SATA, 1 USB, and 1 PCI, and additionally there is one more port which can be configured further. Now let's watch an introductory video on this this device.
When LogiCube introduced the Forensic Falcon in 2013, digital forensics investigators were astounded by its blazing fast imaging speed and bundled functionality. It set a new standard in digital forensic imaging technology. To stay ahead of advances in drive speeds, interface formats, and network technologies, LogiCube has introduced the next generation Falcon Neo. The Falcon Neo is the height of forensic drive imaging technology. Unmatched performance, a streamlined evidence data collection process, and state-of-the-art network connectivity combine to meet the challenges faced in complex digital forensic investigations. The Neo can achieve speeds of over 50 gigabytes a minute. That's 50% faster than the competition. PCIe to PCIe cloning speeds are over 90 gigabytes a minute. The Falcon Neo allows the simultaneous imaging of 4 source drives to 8 destination drives. The solution images and verifies concurrently instead of sequentially, significantly reducing the overall processing time. A write-blocked drive preview and triage feature, along with the ability to image, hash, and wipe simultaneously, allows investigators to streamline and shorten the evidence collection process. The Falcon Neo's logical imaging feature provides a strategic advantage and optimizes workflow, allowing the investigator to acquire only the specific files needed. The Neo features 2 10-gigabit Ethernet ports for maximum efficiency in imaging to or from network repositories and network-attached storage solutions. The solution also offers a network traffic capture feature to capture voice-over IP, internet activity, and network traffic. To make the investigator's job easier, the Neo can image directly from laptops and Apple Macs using an iSCSI boot client or in target disk mode, eliminating the time-consuming task of removing hard drives. The Falcon Neo supports imaging from Surface Pro 4 and above laptops and Macs with USB-C ports, including MacBook Pro. The Neo's write-blocked source ports include 2 SAS SATA, 1 USB 3.0, and 1 4-lane PCIe. Destination ports include 2 SAS SATA, 2 SATA, 3 USB 3.0, and 1 4-lane PCIe. SCSI is supported with an optional module. IDE and PCIe require optional adapters. Future-focused, The Falcon Neo features 2 source and 1 destination I/O card ports to support new interface technologies as they arrive on the market. The first I/O card to be released will support Thunderbolt. The Falcon Neo offers investigators the most efficient tool set to collect digital evidence, decreasing the backlog of potential evidence data and accelerating the investigative process. Visit logicube.com, contact the Logicube sales team or an authorized Logicube partner for a quote today.
Now, the company is making such big claims that it gives the highest speed when it comes to imaging a device. So I must mention the point that we have tried and tested this product, and when we and we have seen that although this product provides the speed of approximately 50 GB per minute when it comes to SSD imaging, but usually when we put it on process, then usually it crosses the speed of 50 GB per minute. And as you can see the screenshot, it is currently providing the speed of 57, approximately 57 GB per minute. So, this is not just a claim. We have actually tried and tested this product, and after that, we are claiming that it is it provides the highest speed when it comes to imaging and cloning the device. So now let's come to the actual tool. Now I'll show you the actual hardware, how it looks like, and what all things come with this when you actually buy this tool. So yeah, so this is our device. Now this is how it looks like. So at the at this side, I hope it's visible. You can see there are 2 LAN ports. There are 2 LAN ports. These are fans, and this is the power. And this is the power input for the device. And here on the left side, this side, there are source block ports. These are 2 SAS SATA. This is the USB port where I've already connected a pen drive, and this is the PCI slot. And below this, these two slots, you can see these are actually right now closed. But if we want, we can configure these 2 slots and then use it for the source drives. Now, on the right hand side, you can see these are the destination ports, and this is PCI, this is PCI, this is USB, and these are 4 SAS SATA ports. And additionally, there is one more port which is actually closed right now, but we can actually configure it and use it for further, if we need extra destination. So now what I'll do is I'll just show you the working of it, and this has a very nice feature of browser interface. So I'll connect it to my browser and then show you how it actually works. So let me just share the screen again. So this is how its screen looks like. So this is how the interface looks like. This is the very first screen which you see. First option is imaging. So there are actually different modes. There are different modes. When we go to the modes, there are the first one is drive to file mode. So drive to file is actually when you choose this when you actually want to create an image. So this is the option for creating an image from a drive to a file. And then the second option is file to file. When you already have a file and you want to copy it somewhere else, then you can use this option, partition to file. Suppose you have to make an image of one particular partition, then you will have to use this option. Then this is the net traffic capture. Now this device also, this is the only duplicator which provides the net traffic capture option. So when you want to capture network, then you'll choose this option. And what happens is you'll just connect the LAN, and whatever network outgoing incoming traffic is there, it will capture the packets and give you the file. Now the other mode is drive to drive. When you, this mode is used when you have to make a clone, that is exact replica of the of any disk drive. So then you choose this option. Then file to drive mode. Suppose you already have an image file and you want to mount it to some other drive, then you choose this option. This is simply mounting an image file on another drive. So there is one more option available here. Actually, this is not available on this particular device, but when you buy this additional module, then you're also able to, you know, um, um, make a dump of a mobile data. So these all are modes which are available in this device. Now, when it comes to when you have to make an image, then first you choose the mode, whatever you have to according to your requirements, and then you'll choose a source drive. Now here I have, as I have already shown you, I had connected a USB drive, a pen drive. So it is showing here. So I'll just click on that and click OK. Now the USB drive has been selected as my source drive. Now let's come to settings. Now here you can add the case information, the case name, case ID, whoever is the examiner, evidence ID, and any if there are any notes, so you can add all those information here, and then click on OK. Then there are few more settings options. Whichever, it supports TD format, E01, EX01, and DMG. So whichever format you need your image to be, then you'll select that particular format, image format. Then segment size and compression. If you want if you want your image to be compressed, then you'll select on. Otherwise, you can select off. And segment is, it will divide your image into in few small segments, and you have an option of choosing those segment size. Now this is a option of, you know, for HPA and DCO. HPA is basically host protected area. There is a space in every drive which is reserved by the manufacturer. The manufacturer stores few files related to configuration and few more data. So this particular area is reserved for those kind of files, and this is inaccessible to the users. If you want to access this area, then you need specialized software. So just like host protected area, there is also an option for DCO, that is this device configuration overlay. Now you must have seen sometimes the pen drive is actually of suppose 120 GB, but the size is it is showing the size of 64 GB. So it is because of this device configuration overlay. Manufacturers, you know, just manipulate the device drive size using this option. So you have an option of, you know, if you need to clone these two areas also, you can set yes, otherwise you can set no. Now, obviously, if it is if it is if we are talking about digital forensics, so there has to be a hash settings. So you can choose it has an option of SHA-1 and MD5 or even both. So if you just need SHA-1, you can choose just SHA-1. If you want MD5, then you can just choose MD5, or if in case you want both the hashes to be calculated, then you can choose this option. Now, if you also want to, other than calculation, if you also want to verify the device, then you can select one of these options. If you don't want to verify, you can select no. If you want to verify just the source drive, then you can select primary. Otherwise, if you want to verify both the drives, that is source and destination, then you can choose this option. Okay. So another setting is for error. Suppose in case that you sometimes while imaging or cloning, there are many times you face errors for bad sectors. So this also has an option of this asks settings for if in case this encounters any bad sector in your evidence drive. So you can select whether you have to skip or skip the error, or you have to abort the operation when in case if encounters any bad sector error. Now in case if you have selected skip option, then how much sector, how much space to be skipped, that you can select this option.
Okay, I muted all the participants. If anybody wants to speak, just raise your hand, please. Yeah. Thank you. One second, you will have to unmute yourself, Archisha.
Yeah. So then there is an option of reverse read. Suppose it encounters a error. So whether it has to again, whether it will try to read that sector once again or not. So you can set that setting from this option. Auto resume means whether it has to auto resume after the error encounter, and after trying to again read that sector, whether it has to auto resume the process or not. So these were all settings for when it comes to creating an image. So after setting it all, just click OK. And then now last option is that you have to choose the destination drive. So just give me a second so that I can connect this. Yeah, so I have connected. So now I have connected an SSD drive on the destination port. So just choose this and click OK. And when you click start, yes, it will start imaging. So we'll currently abort the operation because it will take too much time. And yeah, so task aborted. Yeah. So let's come to another mode, file to file mode, which is simple copy operation. So we'll select the source and then settings. Now here is the case information as I previously mentioned in the previous option. So you can just add the case name, case ID, examiner information, evidence ID, and class case notes. So just click OK. Then which format you need your output to be, whether it is L01 archive, LX01 archive, directory tree, MFT report, or zip archive. Whichever you need, you can just choose the option. Then again, the segment size, as I have already explained this, and compression, whether you need it to be compressed or not. So just click OK, and then filter settings. So So path filter, if you already have a path and you need only those particular files, then you can set the path here and then click OK. Now, if you need files with particular dates, then you can set those date on this date filter. It will just give you those particular files. And then if you need file by signatures, then you can set the file signature and it will give you only those files. Then keywords, if you have any keywords in particular, then you can just enter those keywords here, and according to those keywords, it will give you only those particular files which have those keywords. So we have filter of these 4 filter options here when it comes to file to file mode. Then again, after that, hash options, whether you have to put whether you have to calculate SHA-1 or MD5, and in case you have to verify, then you can choose accordingly, yes or no. So after setting, just select the destination. Just select the destination and select where the particular file has to be has to be saved. Just select that particular folder and click OK. So okay, now moving on to another mode, partition to file mode. If you need a particular partition to be carved out, then you will choose this particular mode. Then just select the source. Then settings, case information, you just have to mention case name, case ID, examiner, evidence ID, and case notes. So after that, file image method settings, whether you need a DD, E01, X0, EX01 DMG, you can just select the format as per your requirement, segment size as per your requirement, and whether you need it to be compressed or not. Okay. Then again, the HPA DCO options similar to the first mode. Then again, the error options, I have already explained it in the first mode, imaging mode. And then again, the hash options, whether you have to keep both or just keep one, SHA-1 or MD5, and then whether you have to verify it. Okay. So just click OK. Then choose destination drive, and then just when you click the start operation, then it will start the process. Now when it comes to network traffic capture, you just have to select the mode, select the source, in whichever source you have connected your LAN. Okay, and then just case information. After that, you will have to choose the segment size, how much size of the segment has to be, and then now number of segments. This is the size of segment, and these are the number of segments. So suppose you have chosen 2 GB and 2, so it will create 2 segments of 2 GB. So this is what it means. Now segment shrink buffer, whether you have to keep it on and off. Chain destination, now whether you have to chain destination, as in suppose you have connected in 2 tribes, so whether you have to if one tribe gets full, then you can select another tribe so that your further data gets stored in another tribe. So this is what this means. So just click OK. And then again the hash options, so this will be always there. So just you can click OK, select the destination, and then OK. So now when you start it, it will start the process of capturing the data. So since it will take time, we'll just abort the operation and move on. Now drive to drive mode. Just select the source, settings. This you can just select according to you can just check the addresses and the size of the evidence and destination, and accordingly you can choose the options for that. And then this is HPA DCO option, whether you have to clone the HPA and DCO, and then destination drive trim. This means that it will configure the destination drive such that it will appear to be the exact size as of the source drive. So so that it can be the exact clone copy of the source drive. So this is what it means. Now again, the error option, what it should do when it encounters any bad sector. So I have already told you these options. You can set it all and just click OK. Then again, the hash methods, whether you need MD5 SHA-1 or you don't, there is an option if you don't need a hash. And further, if you want to verify, then you can just choose either yes or no. Then click OK, and then choose the destination drive, OK, and then you can start the process. Now file to drive mode. Suppose you already have an image file, so and you want to mount it on another drive, then you choose this option, and then just choose the source. Just right now I'm not having any image file, but if you have an image file, just choose that particular image file and click OK. And then in settings, the simple case information option, you can put it on, and then whether you have to verify or not, just you can choose yes or no. These are all settings, and then choose the destination drive and OK, and then it will mount your image file in that particular destination. So these were all options available in the imaging part of Falcon Neo. So now let's move on to another option. Now before going further, I should also mention that simultaneously you can add up to 5 imaging operations here. So here this is the option of adding new task, and if you want to delete a particular task, then you have the option of deleting the particular task here. You can choose that option and you can delete it. So this means that simultaneously you can add 5 imaging operations at a time. So moving on to next option, this is hash or verify. So there is a mode option. This mode is like drive hash. So if you want to just calculate the hash value of any particular drive, then you can choose this option. And in case you have something and you have to verify whether the particular case, whether the integrity of that particular case has been maintained or not, so you can choose this option for verifying that. So let's just choose the first one. Then you choose the drive. You choose the drive, and then settings. In settings, you need to choose one hash method, whether SHA-1, SHA-2, 256 or MD5. And then you have to just click on the expected value. Just set the expected value. Okay. And then this is LBA, means local block addressing. So you can just according to your requirements, you can set this all and just click OK. Okay, and then choose the you can enter case information here and just start, and it will give you the hash value of that particular drive. Now let's see the case verify mode. Suppose I have chosen one source. Okay, and then settings. Which one you need to verify. If you need to verify only source, then you choose primary, and whether you have to verify both, then you choose both. So just click OK, and then you can put some case information here, and then start the process. Here also you can add up to 5 hash tasks, and similarly you can, as we did in previous one, if you want to delete a task, then you can just click on delete option and yes, and here it is deleted. Now wipe or format option. So here, if you want to wipe a drive or you want to format a drive, you can go for this option here. Obviously, only destination can be wiped or formatted, because source is write blocked. So I'll choose this, okay, and then click on settings. Secure erase. Secure erase means it will just keep the original configurations. It will ensure that the device is being formatted or wiped according to the original configurations. Now, wipe pattern. There are 3 options available. If you want to choose none, then you can choose none. DOD means its full form is Department of Defense, and basically we consider it a good method of wiping. It has 7 passes. It goes on till 7 cycles of overwriting data are completed. So usually it takes a lot of time, but in forensics we consider this as the forensically sound method for wiping a drive. So, and if you need to just put the passes and values according to yourself, then you can choose the custom option. Okay, so again, HPA DCO options. If you want to wipe HPA or DCO, then you can choose either yes or no. Just click on OK and then move on. Now again, LBA, that is local block addressing. So you can just set it according to your requirement. Click OK, and these are passes option. Just you can choose a value, and whether you have to verify or not. You can just this is for custom when you choose the custom option for wiping. So you can just set the values and passes according to yourself. Just click OK. And then if you also want to format the drive, then you can choose either on or off. You can choose the format. It supports NTFS, ext4, exFAT, FAT32, ext3, ext2, and HFS plus. So further, if you want to switch on the option of encryption, you can also do that either on and off. So after setting it all, just click OK, and then you can choose you can just put the case information here and OK, and then you can start the process. So here, let's choose one. So if I start now, in source, I had connected an SSD, and you can see the process is going on. Now, since it will take a lot of time, so I'll just abort the process.
Can we just see its speed, please? Let it run for a little bit so that we can see what is the type of speed it is coming up to.
Okay, sure, sir, sure, sir.
Just select normal wipe, don't go for DOD. Otherwise, DOD takes a lot of time.
Okay.
Okay, so for this SATA drive, we are getting SATA D3, we are getting roughly between 13 to 15 GB per minute. Or 12.
Yes, here you can just see the
Speed, yeah.
yeah speed. It's around 12 to 13 GB per minute.
So this actually varies by the interface. So what happens is that the slowest is ID, followed by SATA, followed by a solid state, followed by PCIe. So the fastest is PCIe, and the others are reducing downwards. All right, thank you.
Okay. So moving on further, let's just abort this operation. So moving on further, here also you can add up to 5 operations. And if you want to delete any operation, then you can just choose the delete button, just click on delete button and then yes, and it is deleted. So simultaneously, you can choose 5 operations in each of the options available here. So moving on further, push operation. So when you want to push a file from any source to any destination, then you just choose this option. So here you can choose the source drive. Okay, and then choose settings. Just put the case information here, and whether you have to verify it or not, just click OK, and then just select the destination drive. Okay. So this is how you will set a push operation here, and then you can add up to 5 tasks here, and then if you want to delete any task, you can just click on delete and then delete the task. So this is how you start a push operation here. Now moving on further, task macro. So this is an option of prioritizing your tasks and operations. So one task macro, you can here set around 9 operations. Suppose you have set 5 imaging operation and 5 wipe operations. So you can just set the priority, whether whichever task you need to perform first, then you can set it as operation 1, and then whichever task you need to perform second, you can set it operation 2, and then so on. So you can just set the tasks according to your priority, and around 9 tasks in one macro you can set, and and 5 macro tasks at a time you can set. So this means 5 macro and one macro has 9 operations. So these many tasks you can set according to your priority level. So when you click start, it will just start performing all these tasks according to your priority. Now file browser, you can, whichever drive you have connected, you have an option of browsing files in that. Suppose I go on this, so this is my source drive. So in that there is a file called secret.txt. So this file is visible here, and if you want to see what this file is, then you can also do that in this. So this is the content which is stored in this file. So this is how you can browse files in files, and you can also view the content of that file. So, okay, this was file browser, and these are the logs of this particular device. So you can also you can view these logs. You have an option of exporting these logs. You can also delete these logs, and then you can perform these operations while all of these logs are selected. So this is how the logs are stored in this device. Then statistics. So this is the data of this device only. So now I have connected the LAN in this device, and you can see its IP address, which has been assigned here. It is available here. So if you need to view this device on browser, so you just need to enter this particular IP address on your browser URL option, and then you will get the interface. So now I have connected this device on my browser with this method only. So you just need to enter this IP address in your browser, and it will give you the interface of your device. So these are the statistics of this device. Then moving on further, manage repositories. Repositories are anything where you are able to store files, or files or cases. So you can just add repositories here with this option, and then just set up few options, and then click OK. You can also set a repository. You can also set a repository through a network. Suppose I have a laptop, and I want it to be connected with the Falcon Neo without any wired connection. So what I'll do is I'll connect the LAN cable and establish an internal network, and then I'll go on this repository options, connect my device via LAN, and set all the options available here, and then my device will show in this repository, and then I can perform further whatever operations I need to perform in this particular laptop. So this is how the repositories work in this. So you have an option of iSCSI. You have an option of cloud. You can add a cloud repository here. You can add a repository through iSCSI protocol and configuration settings. Now, this is an option of system settings here. You can just set the profile here. You can set passwords here according to your requirements. Encryption settings, time zone and language settings, and display settings, brightness and all. So all these options available. You can set it up according to your requirements and your wish. So moving on further, these are network settings. This is LAN 1 and LAN 2. Currently, I have connected my LAN cable in LAN 1 port. So this is showing up here. Now, HTTP proxy options, network configurations. If you need to configure any network, then HTTPS options, and then further 802.1x options here. So you can just configure these things and set up your network. Now the last option is for software updates. So here is the option available. You have an option of updating your software from network, and then you have an option of your software updating via an offline method. So you can use a USB drive and update your software. Now from firmware update, you can update your firmware from here, and then further these are also few updates options available here. So this is how you can update your software. So finally, the power off option is available here. So this is all about how you can use this particular device. Now, let me tell you what comes with this device in the box. So I hope this is visible. So these are two LAN cables which come with this device in the box, and then after that, these are SATA cables to connect SAS SATA. There are 5 available here, and then after that, this is a micro SATA adapter which come with Falcon Neo itself, and then this is a M SATA to SATA adapter which also comes with this device when you buy it, and then there is also an now this is a eSATA cable which is also available with this device, and lastly this is a type A to type C cable available with this device. And then finally, this is the manual which comes in a CD, and with this there is a bag and all these things, and then with this there is a power adapter and a power cable with also available with this device. So these are all things which come with this Falcon Neo when you order it. So I guess this was all about the tool. Now I request you all if anybody has any question.
Thank you, Archisha. That was very interesting.
Thank you, sir.
All right, everybody, we are open for questions. Also, Archisha, if you could post the link to the feedback form, which is at the end of the presentation. You can copy it from there and post it in the chat. In the chat, I have also posted a link to our YouTube channel. If you can click on the YouTube channel, you will find that this has the videos of the previous Forensic Fridays in there, and we are constantly adding new ones. So what is happening is that if you click the subscribe or the bell button, you will get automatic notification of when the new things are added. Any questions, anybody? Roopnagar ji, please unmute करो जी.
सर नमस्कार, भागीरथ निवेदन कर रहा था.
हाँ जी बघेल.
सर मैं मेरा ये क्वेश्चन था कि इसमें राइट ब्लॉगर की अलग जरूरत होती है या इसी के अंदर होता है? दूसरा सर, जैसे हम इमेजिंग करते हैं तो इसमें जो वोलेटाइल मेमोरी उसी का वो भी आता है या नहीं आता? जैसे एक क्लोनिंग करते हैं और इमेजिंग में वोलेटाइल मेमोरी है सिस्टम की, वो भी आती है क्या? और इसी खुद में स्टोरेज होता है या अलग से करना पड़ता है?
बहुत बढ़िया सवाल. 3 सवाल थे ये. सबसे पहला आपका सवाल था, क्या था वो कि
राइट ब्लॉकर
इसमें बिल्ट इन राइट ब्लॉकर है. जो लेफ्ट साइड है इसका वो पूरा का पूरा राइट ब्लॉक है. तो आप जो भी डिवाइस उस तरफ कनेक्ट करेंगे वो राइट ब्लॉक ही रहेगा, और जब आप उसको कॉपी करोगे या इमेज करोगे या क्लोन करोगे वो उसमें से कोई चेंज नहीं होने वाला. इनफैक्ट इसका राइट ब्लॉकर ऐसा है कि आप इसको लगा के नॉर्मल राइट ब्लॉकर की तरह भी यूज कर सकते हैं. अगर आपने प्रीव्यू करना है डाटा तो आप जितना डेटा प्रीव्यू करोगे कोई चेंज नहीं आएगा. So this was number 1. Number 2 आपका था मेमोरी जो रैम में है.
जी जी जी.
इमेजिंग जो है ये डिस्क इमेजिंग जो करता है, डिस्क इमेजिंग में क्योंकि वो हार्ड डिस्क होती है तो वो उसमें रैम का कोई कनेक्शन नहीं है. ठीक है, तो उसमें कुछ नहीं आएगा. आप इसमें लाइव ऑप्शन एक होता है जिससे आप उसका जैसे आप बूट करके ले सकते हैं, बट उसमें भी बूट करना पड़ता है, तो पुराना रैम का नहीं आएगा. उस समय का आप ले सकते हैं बट उसका कोई बेनिफिट नहीं है. तो इसलिए आप अगर आपने लाइव मेमोरी इमेजिंग करनी है तो बेटर ये होता है कि आप उसको सॉफ्टवेयर से करें. और तीसरा क्या था आपका क्वेश्चन? साउंड आपका वो हो गया है. साउंड
कई बार इसी सिस्टम में मेमोरी जैसे इमेजिंग करते हैं तो
जी. इसमें हार्ड डिस्क आपको अटैच करनी पड़ती है, एक्सटर्नल या इंटरनल, जिसके अंदर आप डाटा सेव करेंगे. डाटा आप नेटवर्क पे भी भेज सकते हैं. वो डेस्टिनेशन है ना, इसमें 5 सोर्स और 9 डेस्टिनेशन आप इसमें अटैच कर सकते हैं. तो डेस्टिनेशन नेटवर्क भी हो सकता है, आप नेटवर्क पे भी भेज सकते हैं डाटा. हाँ, एक ये मिस्टर अशोक कुमार मोहन का सवाल है कि हाउ विल फैल्कन नियो हैंडल बैड सेक्टर्स. सी, फैल्कन नियो हैज गॉट two very useful things. First is it will handle bad sectors by trying to read it multiple times, और नहीं पढ़ा गया तो what it will do is it will skip the sector. Now इसमें granularity होता है, error granularity, जो आपको आर्चिशा जी ने दिखाया था. उसमें what happens is that it will try to read, नहीं पढ़ा गया पहला सेक्टर जो बैड है तो वो उसको स्किप करके आगे बढ़ जाएगा. Suppose it is not able to read that sector, so now we specify that it should skip not just the sector, it can skip the cluster. So we can say skip 64 kilobytes. ठीक है, या we can say skip 2048 kilobytes. तो इसमें क्या होता है कि that whole file will be skipped if that one sector is bad, or that a group of some sectors or a part of a sector will be skipped if that is bad. So this is the first part, skipping, error granularity. Second is reverse reading. Reverse reading जो है that is very useful. What it does is that first it will jump forward. Suppose this bad sector is at position 35, it will jump to position 75 and work backwards and read all the good sectors it can read, working from 75 backwards to 35. So if it can read working backwards, sometimes even the bad sector can be read if you access it from the back side. But sometimes it is not readable. फिर क्या होता है कि जो हार्ड डिस्क को हमने रिवर्स रीड किया, जहां तक रीड किया, that data is written onto the image file and the remaining is marked as bad and replaced with zeros. So these are the two very good things it does when it follows bad sectors. It gives you one additional option कि भाई bad sector आया है, should I skip it and continue or should I identify it and stop working. मतलब abort कर दूं कि चली जाऊं. तो वो क्या होता है कि it will say that I want to abort. If you as the user set it that I want to abort, then it will stop functioning. If you say it should continue, then it will continue. Okay, thank you, Ashok ji. Any other question, anybody?
Sir, good afternoon, sir. I'm
Yeah.
Dr. Amulya. Sir,
Yeah.
I just had one small suggestion from you.
Yeah.
I was just working on a CCTV
Can you
footage.
turn on your video, please, Dr. Amulya?
Yeah, sure, sir, sure.
Excellent.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. I'll just add you to the spotlight so you're visible to everybody. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir. Sir, I was just working on a CCTV footage, so I wanted your suggestion, like which tool to use so that I can reduce the blurriness in that particular video footage.
It depends on the kind of problem you have.
हेलो
हाँ जी, रूपनगर जी, एक मिनट. Okay, so it depends on the kind of problem you have. Is it blurred in a particular direction? Is it due to bad lighting? What kind of a problem do you have?
Sir, it is, I think it is because of the resolution of the camera, it is lower, and probably there is some wire connections which is not proper. That is why it is giving a blurriness.
Okay, so see, is it a number plate issue or it's something else?
Sir, it's about the cash transaction.
Cash transaction. Okay, so in that case, what I suggest is that you use a product called Amped 5.
Amped 5.
Amped 5. This is a product from Italy, and I mean, you can get in touch with us. You have our contact details.
Yes, sir, I do have it.
Yeah. So please feel free to get in touch with us. We will help you with that particular video. If there's anything that can be doable, we will help you with it. Don't worry.
Sure, sir, sure.
We have the product, so we can do it.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome. Anytime. I will thank you all for your time, and we will then see you next Friday, same time, same place, and wish you all a good weekend. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Basha.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, sir. Okay.